Hey everybody, Sean here, and welcome to Revealing Truth. And special thanks to Stacy Hart for sharing this. I learned something new today, and I thought I'd share it with you. Do you know what the guidelines are for how much to pay a guest speaker at your church? Well, I did some research, and I'm just sharing the one page that's consistent on what I've seen on other pages. But the expenses to have a guest pastor speak is called an honorarium. And that includes paying for travel, food, accommodations, and 0.5% of the pastor's salary per service. So, for example, if your pastor had a salary of $60,000 a year, that would be $300 per service. Now, the video we're looking at today is from a channel that I don't support or recommend, being that it's not a Christian channel and he does use foul language at times. But in this video, he recorded an actual conversation with Catherine's helper giving exact information about the costs of having her speak at a church. The person doing the booking is John Tell. That's Catherine's BFF and organizer.
Well, thanks for asking. We're interested in what you guys are doing. And I was wondering, I got your email. Can you explain a little bit more like how this works?
Yeah, so usually when somebody would like to host an event, like a Revival Is Now event, they usually find the venue, they find the volunteers that will be able to help the event go forth. And if you want to do worship, then you can also find I don't know if you are connected with a church that you can bring the worship team, or she's also done events where there was no worship, it just went straight to her ministry, so either or could work. Okay. But basically, when you want to put on an event, it's just basically the venue, finding people to help, and covering her travel costs. Okay. So it's pretty simple in that way.
Okay.
To start off.
In the email, it also said we have to cover your travel costs too.
Yeah, so I'll be coming with her because she never travels by herself. So it would be 2 flights and 2 hotel rooms or an Airbnb.
So right from the start, she's ripping people off because it's twice the tickets, twice the rooms, twice the food, and twice the everything minus the speaking cost.
Okay, so 2 tickets. Okay, yeah. Okay, so return trip. So $3,000 you said is what the honorarium is for her revival event.
Right. Yeah. So if you want to do one service, it would be $3,000.
$3,000 a service? We saw that 0.5% of a salary of $60,000 a year would be $300 per service. So that means Catherine's paying herself $600,000 a year, or she's just ripping people off. Either way, she's totally greedy. And it gets even crazier.
You would like her to do, for example, she usually receives $3,000 for one service. So if we wanted her for an additional night, it would be times 2.
She usually receives $7,000 for 2 services.
And for 3?
11.
Okay. So it's 11 for 3.
Right.
10 for 2, 3 for 1.
7 for 2.
7 for 2 and 11 for 3?
Right.
This makes no sense at all. So for one service, it's $3,000, but for an additional service, it costs $4,000? And then $4,000 again if you add a third? What happened to getting a discount when you buy in bulk? And that would mean she's paying herself $800,000 a year based on the 0.5% calculation.
Okay. Yeah, this sounds good. If you want to send me over the contract, I'd be happy to look over it. And
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And if I don't mind, can I ask a few background questions too, as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Where is Apostles Church based out of? LA?
Los Angeles. Yes.
Okay. Now, when did Apostle originally start preaching? What's her lineage? I guess, how you would say it.
So she came from a really small town, and she came to LA, and then she got prophesied to that she's called to be an apostle. So the ministry started, I believe, 6 years ago, around there.
Who prophesied for her that she was going to be a prophet?
It was a prophet who came to to the city to do a conference.
What prophet?
I can actually.
What was the name of the prophet? I'm just curious. I like to know like the lineage of these apostles. It's a good thing.
I can even like send you videos of her whole like testimony too, so you can really get in depth. But his name was Prophet Jordavi.
Okay, Prophet Jordavi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So there you have it, folks. It's all about the money for this high-rolling false apostle. Not to mention her other false teachings in the past in charging money for deliverance. Please realize this woman isn't of God. She's as phony as they come. And just on a side note, if you thought $3,000 was bad, Francis Chan charges $10,000 to $20,000 for a live event. What a shame. Anyhow, this is about Catherine, and I hope this has helped show you that not only is she a false deliverance minister, she's also money hungry. And we know that the love of money is the root to all kinds of evil. But we're going to leave it here for today, so leave your comments below.